It's away from 5 on BBC Radio Manchester. Let's speak to two people who are here in Cheadle Hulme. They've set up an amazing charity, and we'll give you the details behind that in a couple of moments' time. They're Joanne and Dan. Very good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Lovely to see you, the two of you. You are both emblazoned with Millies Trust on, which has got a great little logo with it. Just tell us, badges, all sorts of things. Just tell us about Millie.
Millie was our little daughter. She sadly passed away in October 2012 in a choking incident at nursery. I'd only been back at work for 3 days, and I got a phone call saying I need to get to hospital, and unfortunately she passed away before I got there.
You know, when you say a choking incident, just explain exactly what happened there.
Well, she was eating her lunch, basically, and she choked on part of it, and she never really recovered from it.
And is that quite common?
No.
It's a very uncommon thing, and in that respect, was there anything that could have been done for Millie at the time?
Of course, yeah. Lots of things that could have happened, yeah.
And that's the whole idea behind Millie's Trust, isn't it? That you want to raise awareness of this?
Yeah, the whole point of Millie's Trust is it wants to raise awareness in paediatric first aid and first aid in general for parents and any kind of carers that are looking after children, even down to older brothers and sisters that are looking after younger brothers and sisters. There's a real lack of first aid training up and down the country, and it is in our country because we've researched other countries that do it in schools and things like that, and we don't have anything like that at all in this country.
So just explain what should have been done at the time for any parents that are listening at the moment, or somebody concerned about their child. What could have been done?
We're actually not allowed to speak about anything like that due to the inquest, but if you do want to see how to look after a child in a choking situation, we do have videos on our website and our Facebook that you can go on and view on there, or you can come on one of our first aid courses.
Which sounds good. Now listen, Millie's Trust has just taken off in a way that I'm sure both of you could never have envisaged.
Absolutely amazing. The feedback we've had from people around here, the businesses have been so supportive. I mean, even today I've been down to John Lewis and we received £1,650 from them to cover IT equipment and to fund some of the courses around here just by the green coin system down there in Cheadle. Absolutely fantastic. We're constantly getting support of everybody around here, which is amazing.
I mean, nothing could ever replace Millie, but does this help in a way?
It certainly does. All our followers on Facebook and Twitter constantly sending us messages of support. Currently there is some sort of campaign to get John and I to meet a family from New Zealand have been through a similar thing, and the total's around £5,000 at the moment, and it's only been going for 4 days. It's just amazing, absolutely amazing.
So it has spread worldwide?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And when you talk about the charity here, or you talk about what Millie's Trust is hoping to achieve, obviously it's very early, isn't it, within Millie's Trust's life. So what are you hoping that it's going to do long term?
Let's get first aid courses all over the country at least. We're in about 4 different areas: south east, south west, north west and Yorkshire at the moment, hoping that that's going to spread to countrywide and all over the UK.
Has this taken over your lives? Is this something that's, has become really a full-time job for you both?
Yes, I've left my job recently to work for the charity full-time. It has got to a stage that we'd never thought it'd get to be honest, because we just thought it was going to be a little local Cheadle Hulme thing, but as Dan said, it's spread completely across the country, and we've raised over £100,000 at the moment. We've trained nearly 1,000 people since February, and it's just getting bigger and bigger. We can't get the courses out fast enough for the charity to keep up with people wanting them.
And you talk about the fundraising there. Has that been quite enjoyable as well? Have you done things that you didn't think you'd ever end up doing?
I certainly never thought I'd be dressed as a pink giraffe before.
I can see you as a pink giraffe, actually, Dan. There are certain likenesses.
Yeah. We have a couple of mascots called Jeffrey and Georgie, the pink giraffes. We've wandered around the streets in those things for a number of hours between us, mainly me. But it's a way of just bringing a bit of fun to the kids, and it is helping us as well, because it helps us put a mask on and we can try and be happy under the mask and try and get on with stuff. So. And
you mentioned New Zealand there. I know Australia, there's been interest as well. How far do you think this can go?
Well, as far as we want to take it, I think, and the people we've got over 10,000 followers in Australia and over 2,000 in New Zealand as well. Whilst we're out there in New Zealand in January, we are going to take a trip across to Australia and register as a charity in Sydney as well, because we do have a lot of followers there that want us there, so we have to be in the country to do it, but that we'll be doing that on our trip there to obviously set this international as well.
It's quite extraordinary, isn't it? And you talk there about the support locally. We're in Cheadle Hulme. How much has that helped you?
Really good. Like John said earlier, all the businesses in the local area. There's a local company just up the road here, Equity Foundation. They gave us some funding for training for Joanne and I. We're halfway to becoming first aid trainers ourselves. So hopefully in the future we can start performing the courses ourselves.
And I suppose it's put Cheadle Hulme on the map a little bit, this, hasn't it? In that respect, we're talking about why people love the place that they live. What is it about this area that you enjoy?
Yeah, no, the people around this area are so fantastic, supporting wise. It's, people just coming up to us in the street and saying how fantastic we are, and that's a really good thing for us. And it scared me in the beginning when random strangers are coming up to me, but I quite like it now, seeing that we're actually making a difference and people coming up and saying that we're actually helping them. And it's not just with the first aid as well. We get a lot of people saying we've helped them out of other problems with postnatal depression and things like that, and we put our little statuses online about going hug your kids and things like that. And yeah, so it's not just first aid, it's that we're helping a lot of people in other ways we never expected to.
Okay, and if somebody's listening to this at the moment, they want a bit more information and to see those videos that you talked about, how do they get in contact with you?
Yeah, they can contact us on our website, which is www.millies.com, or they can find us on Facebook and Twitter.
Excellent. I still can't see you as a giraffe, Dan. It's just the neck. It's not big enough, is it? No, well, actually, when he stretches his head, it's not beyond the realms of possibility. Listen, lovely to see the two of you today. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Dan and Joanne on BBC Radio Manchester, just approaching 5 minutes away from 5. Latest news on the way in just a couple of moments. First, take that.